Survivor News.
Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News.
Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News. Survivor News.
Dot, dot, dot. What it do? What's up? And welcome back to Survivor News, covering Survivor Season 50, Episode 4, otherwise known as your favorite Survivors, favorite podcast. The baby boys have reunited again, and we are here to talk about all things Survivor. Let's welcome back to the podcast the man that graduated from college, graduated from law school, won $1 million, has been on several shows, okay? And when I mean several, I'm talking to Jelinski several, heavy on the long way, maybe one coming up very soon. We don't know. But this man can't figure out a microphone to save his life. Welcome back to the podcast, Wendell Holland.
It's good to be back. Great to see y'all. Another good episode. And I'm here I can't wait to get into it. Thanks for the beautiful welcome, Brice.
Well, let's also welcome back to the podcast the man you might know him from Netflix Circle Season 2. You might know him from Casting the Traitors, but you definitely know him from looking fresh to death this week, okay? Because the baby boy looked like he took a shower, okay? He got a chain on. I don't know if he plays soccer or rugby, but listen, Jackery to the Atkins.
Yep. You know that song I was just playing, Brice?
I couldn't hear it.
I couldn't hear.
So I didn't want to play it too loud. I don't know if there's a copyright thing, but
yeah, listen, we don't want no violation.
March Madness.
Oh, let's go.
Future.
Let's go. But I have to regretfully say that I have had to take a break from basketball. News is being broke that my man LaMelo Ball and his girlfriend may have produced a child. So I'm taking a break from the balls. But I am here.
Well, Brice, I actually was talking with LaMelo. He said that she was just the surrogate for you and him.
Well, no, because my uterus is working well. But listen, we're here. Survivor News is back. Okay, welcome Fridays. It's your favorite Fridays. Wendell and I and Joey Hatch are back from Nashville, Tennessee, and Nashville did its thing. We had a great time. We had some very special and fun people in the building. Shout out to the Liz guy. Shout out to the Riz guy. Shout out to Sam Palin. Shout out to Sifu. Shout out to Mama Tina. Shout out to the recent winner of the challenge, Janae. Shout out to Owen Knight. Okay, we had a
building.
Who was in the building?
Figgy was in the building.
Oh,
Shout out Figgy.
Shout out Figgy, who was with child, and her husband is a But anyway, listen, Nashville turned up and turned on out. Also, shout out to the San Diego crew that's over on the West Coast with Ozzy. Okay, San Diego did not play any games, and that's right. We are on the road to 50. Brice and Win 50, and Ozzy is on tour with us. And so if you want to join in the fun next week, merci beaucoup. The baby boys will be in Montreal with some of our Quebec Survivor family. We've got some winners. We got child, we got the whole season. Okay, 1 through 3. Everybody gonna be there, and we have some friends pulling up with us from Big Brother, some survivors. So if you're in the Montreal area, get your tickets now. And that day ain't it. Ozzy is going to be in Dallas next week. Okay. You're in Texas. This ain't Texas. Well, next week it is. Ozzy will be in Dallas. Tickets are available. You can click the link in this YouTube bio, or you can go to our Instagrams and we will see you soon. But babe, we do have some other things cooking and booking. And so just so you know, We will be in Atlanta March 31st for the Brice and Went karaoke. We got some heavy hitters. We got Savannah. We got Rob Sesternino. And him and I may or may not be doing a duet. You'll have to be there. Ozzy, Christina, Davey, Sharia, a multitude of people. And also to keep on your horizon, April 22nd, we are going to be in the Lou, St. Louis. My good girlfriend Tasha Fox is pulling up. She don't do survivors like that, but when Brice calls her, she comes through. We got Pops and Jeff, Sifu, Scott and Lori, a host of Squid Games. So much fun. We're on the road to 50, so make sure you get your tickets. Baby, what's cracking?
Hey, can I say two things real quick?
Jack, you run the tight ship. Can you say two things? You asking yourself.
I knew you were about to get in, but I saw the Nashville party. It looked like a time. And I saw on TikTok, I got to shout out my boy Michael O'Rear, but he took footage of Sam Phelan calling up the special guest. And I just want to tell Charlie, you know I love a white boy link up. There it is. Sam and Riz God. That's what we're talking about.
Listen, we love a Sam Palin, and baby, I mean, I know Sam is
Palin.
Married. It's Palin, right?
He's never gonna say it right, Jack.
What's his name?
I think it's
a PH.
Huh? My balance is good. But listen, I hadn't seen. Well, Sam is like, in my mind, a Jack Harlow, even though Sam didn't get blacker because Sam is just Sam. But baby, I ain't seen Sam in a couple of Sundays in. My. Sam was looking delicious. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to the Liz God, Riz's girlfriend. Everyone was excited to see Riz God. I was excited to see the Liz God. We had a great time, but let's get anything else you want to put out there.
I love our color combos that we got going on here. I mean, you got the all orange with the orange hat. Wendell's got the all green with the green hat, and I'm rocking. I think the fans might have voted on this color combination.
Posse, you see what you do to the baby boy? Jack get dressed 1 week, okay, and now Jack is giving out clothes compliments. But listen, I gotta say, the baby boy Jack looking like a snack. And Jack, this isn't Love Island, but are you single?
Of course. Sadly, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Although I do got to shout out Love Overboard.
Oh, okay.
The show I cast coming out March 26th, 1 week from now on Hulu. Check it out.
Okay, listen. I do two things I do want to say before we get into the Survivor episode, because listen, baby, it ain't much cooking, okay? It wasn't that. I'm happy about Survivor 50, and every week I've been saying whoop, bop, 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 ba, da, da. This week you get a boop. Okay, because there's a lot going on, but I don't want to talk too much. I just want to say, funny story, Jack. Last weekend, working on a project with Wendeezy. I got to hang out with my best friend all day. It was great. It was great. Last Saturday.
You say Wendeezy, when he was there too?
When he wasn't there. When he wasn't there. Because I be having to yell at the baby sometimes because all Wendell knows is gentle parenting, okay? When he be having a fork and a knife, running, and Wendell be like, stop. I'd be like, get your butt anyway. But last weekend, but that's my baby. Last weekend, get to hang out with my best friend. Jackie was so excited to hang out with me. Had matcha. Anyway, all day, 9 hours. End of the night, what does Wendell love to do? He loves to bark orders. Hey, Brice, put this over here. Put this over here. Wendell has this shed, and Wendell's like, well, put this in the shed. Wendell opens the shed. Now, mind you, backstory. A couple of days prior, Wendell and I were on the phone, and Wendell opens up his shed, and he's like, I think something's making a nest in here. I'm like, well, it is the winter, and Wendell did build the shed. So I'm sure some things could get in there.
That's crazy.
Keep that in mind, Jack. So it's the middle of the night, maybe like 7 o'clock. It's dark. I'm trying to go home. Wendell lighting a fire. Now, mind you, that's It's the way to my heart. I love a little bonfire. I love a little jacuzzi, but Wendell doesn't have a jacuzzi or a pool yet. But I also think, Posse, we should let Wendell know that as you have a 2-year-old that's about to be a 3-year-old, having an in-ground pool or a jacuzzi is very good for their educational growth. Okay.
Swim lessons.
I could teach him to swim. So anyway, Jack, the bonfire's going. Wendell says, put this in the shed. I said, okay, I'll put it in the shed. He opens the shed and he's like, we cleaned the thing out. We cleaned it out. So I know whatever's in there is not in there. Jack, 2 seconds later, some go, bah, 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 bang, bang. Wendell jumps over the bonfire. I'm just standing there like, what? There was a lot going on, Jack.
Crazy.
Just ring that.
You would have thought he saw Zach Brown or something.
Okay. All right. That's anything else y'all want to put on the table before we get
The
into
only
this
thing I'll
episode?
say, Bryce, when we got home this morning, I was just outside. I was plugging up all the holes. It is now fortified. They ain't going back in there.
We'll see. Shout out to Willie the Squirrel. All right, Jack. Let's get into this episode. Also, I do want to cuss the posse out a little bit, but I could wait for that. But where we at, Jack? Aruni.
So I heard this episode was like the worst rated episode ever. And now I don't. We could talk. I don't think it was. I obviously don't think it was the worst rated episode, but I'm happy there's some backlash because when we first saw the trailer for this season, everything was looking real good. The season's been great so far, and I don't know when that teaser first dropped, and they're like, we got Mr. Beast, we got Zach Brown. I remember the collective groan at the Brice and Wen that I was at, and. The season's going swell, and the moment that they spend half the episode just metaphorically, blazing Zach Brown, everyone's like, this sucks. So I'm like, you know what? I'm glad. Who would have guessed that, having Zach Brown have more confessionals than Tiffany?
Than me. Zach Brown was on the screen longer than I was ever on the screen. If you take the amount of time that I was on the screen and times that by 2.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I felt like Jack Atkins last night.
Why's that?
I said, who the hell is this man? Okay. Okay. And sir, I like my fried chicken on a Saturday or a Sunday. Okay. You can keep the beer. You give me some Casamigos, brother. I didn't know who this man was. Now I said, okay, he looked all right. Okay, he looked attractive. We saw D crying. D, her brother, and her grew up loving him. Who is this man? And child, baby, when they was like, all right, they was naming the accolades. Y'all got to go back and look at Sari Field's face. Sari, you could tell, first of all, we know Sari is mother, but some of y'all might not know Sari like how we know Sari. But just know, Sari jamming to the Migos, okay? Sari jamming to Lil Wayne. Sari jamming, okay? Sari get low with it. Sari was like, she thought they was bringing Weezy F Baby out, okay? Sari was like, who this white man?
That's why she wasn't trying to win the challenge.
I mean, yeah, she had the perfect outcome. She got second. She didn't have to go hang out with Zach Brown, but she was safe.
Right. And here's the thing. Not like, well, I will say this. For me, it felt like a choice to bring this man out, this country singer. Like I just felt like it was a choice, like I felt like, so I was like, okay, we gotta, we got a lot of women winning. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people.
Chrissy's been talking a whole lot.
I felt like the Bible was like, these people of color and these women, they doing a lot of things.
Tiffany's got too many confessionals so far.
Let's P, and again, I'm sure he's got great music. I just was Jack Atkins. I know who the man was.
He does have some good songs, but this is the thing
song,
about
Jack?
artists and celebrities, that unless you're like really a fan, it's kind of like, who cares? Like Zach Brown has good music, but I did not care about seeing him on Survivor at all.
Name 5 Bia songs shot to your head.
I mean, I got Toes, Chicken Fried, and that's about it.
Boom, you're dead. Okay, listen.
But that's exactly. I mean, yeah.
So here's the thing. I didn't mind Jeff bringing Zachary Brown out.
I mean,
cool.
His last name is Brown. Jeff was like, maybe that's diverse. That's Jeff back in like season 3. He's like, how do we get more diversity? His last name is, that counts.
His last name is Brown. He does have tattoos, and he likes fried chicken. So listen, okay, Jeff was like, this is a win. My issue comes, okay, cool, bring him out. First of all, he look all right. Okay, I ain't mad. I see them thighs. He put on a black shirt.
Are those hoochie daddy?
They
shorts?
they are hoochie daddy. Okay, with them thighs, style. Listen, with the beard. Okay, we see what type of. Okay, listen, we know where his whole aesthetic comes from. The country, but it's given.
Brice, my mom just texted me, Christine.
What
could Zach Brown be any cuter and fit?
Ah! Okay, one thing about Jack mom, she don't be lying.
This is Jeff Probe's target demographic.
All right, Christine.
I think you're right, Jack. I think that's listen. But here's my issue, though. Sure, bring him out. But to have a man pull up in a rubber ducky, go fishing, y'all getting all these cinematic shots. Is this where the budget went? Is this where the budget went? Is this why On Fire is on pause? Because y'all getting these underwater shots of Zach Brown swimming. And here's my question. So he's going spear fishing. We see him diving, we see him swimming. Where's the footage of him catching those babies?
Bro,
he caught the one.
Now y'all saw it.
Yes, 1 or 2. But I don't know if it was them big huskies.
Okay.
That he came back with.
And of course, Coach was the first one to grab it. Like, Coach. I know you're not grabbing no fish, Coach. You better stay away from the water and the fish.
Coach was like, careful of cramps out there, Zach. No, to be honest with you, I didn't hate the shots of him fishing because it was kind of cool. Like, he was really doing it. It was a little long. The thing that was the worst for me was just like the 5-minute stretch where they're sitting around listening to his music, and you just see like Coach, Joe, and Colby are crying, and they're all sitting in the back like on wood, just like listening to Zach Brown.
Tiffany was in that rocket chair. Okay, Tiffany.
They were all holding hands in the back. And I mean, no surprise, they won the challenge. I mean, at the moment they won, I was like, they just wanted it more, like, so. And then Coach just every confessional is episode, Coach glazing the shit. Zach, this might be the best fish I've ever tasted.
I've had deep sea, this tuna ahi, and this salsa on top, Coach.
It really completes it. Zach, I don't think those shorts are short enough, Zach.
My also thing was I was kind of calling Zach Brown's cap, where he's like, I've never missed a season. I feel like I know you guys. Well, tell me something.
Tell me something.
Tell me something.
I
Because
know
I
everything
ain't hear you say
so well.
nothing. I ain't hear him say nothing.
Yeah. No, I
Tell me
believe
the season.
I believe he's a fan because I heard Jeff's interview at the Paley Museum that was with like I think Suri, Rizzo, and Kyle. But he was saying that they asked about Zach Brown, and he was saying Zach has been a fan and like wants to play, but can't take the time off. But was like, if you ever need me for a weekend, I'll be there, brother. And Jeff was like, matter of fact. So I believe that Zach is like a casual fan,
Right.
But you know, I don't know if he like, you know, I don't know if he knew who everybody was.
Yeah. So I mean, cool. And see, hey, CBS. I know we got Mr. I don't need all of this, Mr. Beats.
It's
I
only
don't. This is what I don't want. Okay, we seen him with a briefcase. Pop open a briefcase and pop out. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's Mr. Beast. But I'm okay. That's all. I don't want him in camp. I don't want none of this.
You get
Right.
you'll get one Rizzo confessional. I'm like, oh my god, it's Mr. Beast. Yeah. I hope retroactively they can see how poorly this was received and maybe change some things up. Because Zach Brown himself, I got no issue with Zach Brown like being like just showing up. I'm not like mad at Zach Brown, but Mr. Beast, you know, not the most. He probably pull up the camp and just kind of sit around and hang out.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Brice, we saw the Beast Games version, and Probst had like the whole episode. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't come on, y'all. We had three great episodes.
Also, it seems like the only actual like physical guests are Mr. Beast and Zach Brown. It's like, can we get something for the culture?
Well, that's
I mean,
well,
come on.
I think we're not going to get
Right.
much from the culture for a long time, Jack.
I mean, you know me. My top pick would be Aaliyah. Bring her out,
Listen,
and she can come hang out at the beach. I'll tell you that.
she is at the eternal beach. R.I.P. to Aaliyah. But I mean, after Zach Brown got done cooking and after Coach got done glazing, the episode does start to cook. It does start to cook up. Now, I do have to ask, in this challenge that they were doing, we see Vatu is not doing a lot of Matu, okay? They are stuck. Now, shout out to Ozzy, because Ozzy was holding it down. Do y'all feel like if Quintavious was there, this would be, it would look like that?
It'll be closer.
You think?
I think it'll be closer. I think they might have gotten out of the net with Q in there.
They also had to spell celebration. Now, how do you, we know how Q does structure, so celebration.
No. We saw Q's tribe do that challenge with Banu, and it was and they were like, oh man, if we only had Jelinski. So when they get to the celebration, it ain't gonna be a celebration, but I think that they would actually, with Q, get a little closer to the celebration.
Yeah, I think they might have reached that point at least, maybe,
and then just gave up.
Yeah, it was sad to see, and especially just I don't know why they had to show each of them crawling out of the tunnel like that. They definitely looked defeated. And so that wasn't the greatest thing to see. Also, on the other beach, we have Aubrey, who, shout out to Tiffany, let her know they on her top, they on her head. Now, Aubrey's like, I got an idol. I need another idol. And Aubrey is like, And I love the perspective of Aubrey because I feel like so many times in the new era, we have seen them persecute people for going out to look for idols, right? And Aubrey, at this point, she asked the question, how you playing? And Aubrey said, for my life. Okay. Aubrey was in that field. She ain't give a good God hoot hot. She was looking. And then Genevieve come. Aubrey. Now, here's my question. And granted, I'm not mad. Like, first of all, I'm not mad at Genevieve. Like, keep your eye on somebody. And that way, like, you'll have. But my question to Genevieve is like, with having this affiliation with Aubrey and you wanting to get Aubrey out, I just hate the fact that we aren't able to see more of Genevieve's game because, okay, say hypothetically, Genevieve, you get Aubrey out. Well, what's next? Who's next? Where you going to go? Right? Like, it's like if you only just have this one person and Aubrey really isn't affiliated with anyone. We know she's close with Tiffany. So does that mean like y'all would target Aubrey than Tiffany? So for me, it's like, I understand you don't like her that much or y'all have this thing, but outside of her, what would then happen? But we then see Genevieve get another Billie Eilish. We see her get another Eilish idol, and kudos to Genevieve for saying, I'm keeping it to myself. Like, yes, thank you. Now, I am looking at her a little crazy, though. Like, you trying to set up she ain't C49 yet. You don't know what Riz God will do with an idol. The Riz God will make something shake all of his 6 foot 125 self. He'll be back there. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, all you will hear was the Riz God. Okay, he will make something shake with an idol.
Although if there's ever a person who might go home with an idol, could be Rizga, but we don't even. I mean, he was so smooth with it last season. We don't even know, but he's ballsy with it. But Genevieve again going for a person that she thinks she can blindside with the idol, right? Because she's the first one she gave to Ozzy. I don't know. Yeah, to me now it's like now you've got 2 people out there that you have to try to blindside with their idols. I'd rather just give them to my 2 closest allies and like hope we can run it after the merge. Although you can only play them for yourself, so that is a factor.
The people that received idols, do they know what the boomerang does? Because if Riz is like, wasn't there one from their islands sent out? Would they know what they are?
Yeah, I don't think Rizzo was looped in on that because Genevieve found.
Okay, and that makes it even better.
But that information is knowledge, though. So I do wonder if it has filtered its way through. That is actually a really good point that I didn't think of.
I'm sure it will probably more and more. Oh, wait, no, didn't Rizzo tell Charlie about the boomerang idols?
He did. But, well, he just said that he just told him who had an idol, I believe.
No, I thought he said, like, wasn't he like,
he told him,
I mean, he's like, just so you know, the idols this season,
yeah,
I think he told them.
He did.
But also maybe he didn't know the one that he got was a boomerang. Well, even if he did, he was probably thinking like, everybody's loving the Riz guys.
Right.
Could Riz guy be playing it more perfect? I think is what he said.
And listen, I know I was just with the man, and I don't want to coach glaze him too much, but I do believe Riz God is in a really good position of playing up the fandom, lowering his threat level, people just kind of looking at him like an adolescent. And I think that it puts him in a really good position. I feel like if Riz God can make it to the merge, I definitely feel like the Kobe's, the Jonathans, the Joe, they'll scoop him right up.
I think people will want to scoop him up for sure. I think people want to use him for a number. Earlier you mentioned how Genevieve is so fixated on Aubrey and how it's like, all right, what's next? I'm getting that edit, and I'm getting that edit from some others too, like Charlie and his fixation on Riz. It's like, y'all become fixated on these people that I feel like there are bigger fish out there that you might want to worry about while you could be working on these people that you're fixated with. And in Charlie's case, Riz, he lied about him voting for Sophie to win, right? Because he really voted for Savannah to win,
Well, he
right?
said he voted for Savannah, but I think he downplayed how close he was to Savannah to make it. So he said Sophie was his number one, but he voted for Savannah.
Yes. And aren't there other people on the island that didn't? I don't know. I'm just wondering if Charlie could have this same anger towards other people.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's the same thing. Like Joe could have the same anger that he had with like Ozzy and Sari about like being backstabbed. There's multiple people with multiple relationships on here. So I just think that it's kind of like first in line, first in sight. Like, it's the first thing like, oh, I got to. But I mean, the thing with Charlie, though, is Charlie has revealed that to us. But we know that Riz God came to him with the Billie Eilish. And like, so on a level, they are working together.
yeah, it's a
So
one-sided beef.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine. And I mean, you don't want to get too hyper fixated on it, but at least Charlie hasn't gone around and been like spreading terrible things about Rizzo, because that's the thing. Once you put it all out there like Genevieve did, it's like you kind of become the other option in a way. So Charlie, I mean, it's really been fun to see the fixation on it. I hope it almost, I hope it doesn't become like over. Like, I hope that doesn't become like the only thing in his edit, because like we get it, and I'm very excited and curious to see how it comes to fruition. It seems like maybe there's some movement on next week, but it's like Charlie's definitely got other things going on where every confessional the last couple episodes has been about Rizzo. I'm like, okay, and that's not a knock on Charlie. It's like they're probably asking Charlie more about that because they're like, oh, this is good. But
I look into the edit though, because I feel like they're building these battles up for us. Like we've got the Genevieve and Aubrey. We have the Charlie and Rizzo. We have the Rick Devins and Joe. We've got like the Joe and Sari and Ozzy. So like, I feel like the edit is inserting into us these battles. And so like, should I be eating fried chicken and beer and watch it? Or like, are y'all just like, I don't know. And I know a lot of people in the comments were like, well, I don't watch the show to watch the edit. I watch the show to watch. Well, I watch the show for the edit. I played a little bit. So like, I do be trying to see what they're doing with the edit. I'm sorry.
But yeah, they're always teasing things to come to, everything that they build up is usually going to have some payoff. So, I like that they're taking this is the nice thing about the long premieres. They have time to build up these stories that will hopefully all these dominoes will fall and we'll get some really interesting gameplay. Although I will say, I mean, there's only like 9 or 10 episodes left, and they still have to get rid of.
It's only 9 episodes.
Like 9 or 10.
Was that number 4?
That was number 4. There's like
got 9 more.
Oh my god!
And they still have to get rid of
20 people,
16 people, and they do final tribal council. So it's like, it seems like every episode now it's going to be like 2 people going out, which, to be honest, I mean, having the only like 1 person go per tribal so far has been nice because it gives more time to like build these relationships up. But I kind of wish maybe they sprinkled it out. Like, I think it would have been better to have those early vote outs be those double vote outs, because it's easy in like the 3 tribes. You could just send 2 to tribal. So now it's like after the merge, like 2 people are going to go home every time? Like, maybe there's something in store that we don't know about, but.
Didn't they say 2 tribes are going?
Next episode, yeah. But it's almost like they have to do that every time now.
Yeah, and it's like, are y'all sending 2 tribes and sending 1 person home, or what? How are y'all doing it?
I think they'll send 2 home. But.
Well, and we still don't know with Mr. Beats coming, what that's going to be, because I feel like that's going to be something crazy. So I feel like it's still something there. Now, I do want to talk about some things here. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I guess we can start with after Vatu Batu's the challenge, and now they've got to send somebody home. Emily is working with Ozzy, and Emily says, "Hey, you took out Q, so I got to go with you." And Ozzy wants Angelina out, and he's like, "That's what I want." Ozzy also very interesting enough. Like Ozzy's like, first of all, y'all know I ain't like that, okay? Because we don't really have much queer representation on this season. Only queer representation we have is Ozzy and Mike White, and now we got Ozzy talk about he don't like the way Angelina all up. First of all, Ozzy, you don't need to be worrying about who up under Mike White. I'm right here, my love. Okay, Angelina can be up. Angelina can be up under Zach Brown, Mike White, Chris Purple, and Harry Dick. Okay, I'm right here, Oscar. So the fact that, and the thing with me with Oscar is Oscar like, I need to peel. First of all, why you gotta peel Angelina away? I'm confused. You could just separate them. Did I peel you away from me in that bed? I don't think so. You seem to be stuck on me like glue. So why you got to peel Angelina away? That's
Right.
one thing.
Get it together, okay? Get it together.
Okay, because I just was confused. I peeled the banana. I ain't like, ask her to move. Anyway, Ozzy like, I got to get Angelina. She Mike White. It's the first of all, Oscar, it's the David versus Goliath 3. What? It's Angelina, Christian, and Mike. Why are you perplexed about Angelina? But
because he wants to be the closest to Mike White.
For why?
To be because on like, White Lotus.
Well, I mean, and we talked about this last episode where I was like, why I didn't love Mike White on this season. Not that I don't love Mike White, and not that like Mike White isn't playing a great game, because like this episode, I think we see like Mike White is willing to go low. And it just was interesting because it's like Ozzy's like thought process is like, I need to get Angelina away from Mike White, because then he'll need someone else to go to, and it'll be me. But like, if it's a David Goliath 3 and you get rid of Angelina, like, why do you think it would then be you and not Christian? So that's what Ozzy wants. And so that's my White Lotus talk. Now I'm gonna just put my glasses on real quick, because one thing about me is I take accountability. Okay. Sometimes I'm loud and right, and sometimes I'm loud and wrong. Now, last week, I was on Emily flipping high. I said, Emily played like Emily is doing the thing. And I still stand by that, right? Because also the posse was getting me together in the comments, talk about why I don't see why everybody's so hype on Emily. She ain't doing this. And somebody was like, it's because they're all friends with her. First of all, this season I took an oath. Okay. This season, I said I was going to be unbiased, and I feel like I've been unbiased. I've been saying, oh, they should get Sari out. So the way I looked at it, I was like, Emily did a good thing for her. Now, Jack, y'all was all saying, Jack's right, Jack's right, Jack's right. I was like, well, what did Wendell say? They said, well, Wendell don't say nothing. I said, okay, you're right. So they all Jack right. And so I'm like, I see what Jack is saying, but I'm just saying Emily, for herself, she made it another day. Now, listen here, Emily flipping. Girl, congratulations, you got married. I love your husband. But, baby, what is you doing? Jack, you was right. You was right. Because Christian, I ain't no mother Mickey. Christian, I ain't no Mickey. Habicki is playing the hell out of this game, and he is saving your behind. He come to you and say, sister, girl, Molly, girl, you in trouble. We got a plan. Stick to the plan. Emily say I got it. Ozzy come walking around here in them wet underwear, everything sticky, coming back from fishing, looking like, peel me off you now, Ozzy. Peel me off you now. Come back, Ozzy just say, hey, Emily go, Mike's after me. Girl, I can't defend that. Jack, you was right. That's not a good, like, so I'm taking accountability. Y'all was right, because I said, oh, Emily, what is you doing?
She got loose lips.
Yeah. I did feel slightly vindicated because last week, it wasn't just you, Brice. A lot of people, I think shout out Survivor Fact Checker on Instagram, runs weekly polls. Great page. I think player of the week, I think people voted. It was close. I think it was Emily, though, that people voted as player of the week last week. And you guys might remember, I love me some Emily Flippin. I love the gameplay because it's chaotic and fun, but I was like, I don't know if this is good long term. And lo and behold, kind of all falls down this episode. Granted, this is how Emily plays the game and she's often able to navigate like this. So she's still in. Again, a lot of that's on the back of Christian Hubicki. And without that pre-existing friendship, she probably would have been toast. But she's still in there. So, who knows? This is the type of game. She thrives in chaos. So while on paper it looks a little messy, it's like, this is her thing. Like it kind of works. But yeah, it was messy. It was very messy. I was a little there was a lot of things I was confused. This was obviously the most interesting part of the episode to me.
You didn't like the fish and the salsa?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, it was very close between those. But so yeah, you framed it all well with Ozzy. And I guess, he was friends with Mike before, I guess, but also it kind of out of the blue, he's like, I gotta be the closest to Mike White. Like, and I think Christian called it out. He was like, I think Ozzy's trying to get on White Lotus.
Right.
Christian, it almost makes sense that Christian's the one that votes Mike out because Christian's already had his cameo on White Lotus. So what's he got to gain? So I don't, there's a lot to unpack. My initial thoughts are, I'll just throw a few things out.
Throw them out.
A, incredibly well executed move by Christian. B, well, I think it was really well executed.
It's what's for dinner, Christian Hubicki. It's better than well, Jack.
I said incredibly well executed.
It's better than incredibly well.
Well, actually, you're not going to like my next point is that.
No, but I agree with your point, Jay.
Okay. Well, my other counterpoint to that is like, while it was really well executed, I actually don't know if it was the right move.
What?
And we can start there because then I have another total wild card thing I'm going to throw out, but that's different. I don't know if it was the right move. To me, Emily, you've seen now twice in 2 days with her. Emily is not the best. She be flippant. She's not necessarily the best ally when it comes to these plans. And you have a really good thing going with Mike and Angelina. And while Mike seems really like he's shown to be a little bit, it seemed like he was schemy this episode. His move was to save his people. It was it was an act of loyalty from Mike towards Christian and Angelina. And while I understand Christian doesn't necessarily want to be, because if they stick so tight with that trio, it could be a problem for them down the line of like being the David versus Goliath trio. So I can understand Christian wanting to separate himself, but I think that having those people that you trust and not burning them this early in the game is very important. And B, I think it's very likely, especially since 2 tribes are going to tribal again next week, I think it's very likely that this crew goes to tribal again. And so I would rather be Christian. I'd rather be with my people, Mike and Angelina and Ozzy and Stephanie, and have them a really well carved out majority, and Angelina and Ozzy presumably still going for each other. Whereas now he's voted out Mike, burned Angelina. It's like, what is Christian's crew now? Like Emily and Stephanie? Like, is that like, that's not like, it doesn't seem like the best squad for Christian.
I think Christian has an Angelina because Christian didn't go for Angelina. And all Angelina knows is that people were gunning for her. So I think there's a world where Christian could scoop in Angelina. Can I just add one thing real quick with Mike White and Angelina? And I'm just going to speak to you, Jack, and Wendeezy. Titanic is one of my favorite movies. Have you seen the movie Titanic, Jack?
I actually haven't. I already know what happens. It's like,
well, right. But there is a scene at the end with Rose and Jack, and there's a door, and Jack finds the door, and Rose gets laying on the door, and they swimming, and Jack freezes. Okay, Jack saves Rose's life. Let me just give Jack and Wendell. Let me give y'all a warning. If ever y'all need to save me, and y'all go about it the Mike White way of trying to save me, because Mike White was going around there like, listen, Angelina ain't shit, okay? You don't have to worry about her. She don't know how to play the game. She like the way he was like going about, listen, don't find me no door. Don't find me no door in the ocean. Let me freeze to death. Don't save me that way, because sure, you might keep me in the game, but just know when I rewatch and watch the episode, it's going to be a conversation. Brice don't know how to, he don't know how to count. He smell. You should just keep. I'm like, well, damn, Mike White, what the hell?
Brice can't read good. He can't beat nobody at the end. He only gonna make it 9 to 11 days. Yeah, he was throwing it. He was just dragging her all over the island.
I'm like, geez, Louise, like, tell me how you really feel about me.
Well, that's how you have to frame it to get people to.
I mean, but you framed it a little too good. Like, just give me a Polaroid picture. Don't frame it and nail it on the wall.
It's true. Well, that's the other thing, is like they were so worried about Angelina, but it is like they had half the numbers. You know, if Mike, Christian, and Angelina just stuck together, it could have been whoever they wanted. Kind of regard. I mean, maybe it would have been a tie, but here's my thing. And maybe there's some other biases at play here. I think it could have just been Stephanie. And like maybe there's a lot of relationships that we're not seeing going on because it seems like Stephanie might be cooler with like Ozzy and Christian and Mike than we realize. But with what I just said of like if Mike, Christian, and Angelina want to stick together, if you target from someone from the other group, it's like, okay, they like Ozzy, like Mike likes Ozzy, Christian likes Ozzy, Christian obviously likes Emily. You bring them in, they're not going to go to rocks for Stephanie. I don't know. Maybe it seems like Stephanie has more relationships going on than we've seen, and maybe it just hasn't been shown. But I was surprised her name was never floated out there,
especially since she was so closely attached to Q. You would think that the next person to go out or the next person on the line is her, but maybe they need her for a physical challenge. What is your overall thoughts, Wendeezy, Jack? Let's take a moment of silence because we don't want to. Let's give them like what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
I really just I question, and Christian is like the smartest man on the island, but I question if that's the best move for him, because again, you got this 3 that you have a history with, and yes, you feel a way about Mike White. You feel a way. Keep that in the back of your mind. Ride this train until these eyes are on y'all 3, and now you can sacrifice him. But now it's just like you're sacrificing him, this person you have history with, because you do have this vendetta from back in the day for someone who is just telling all your business all over the island for the last couple days. And I mean, we love to see it. I'm loving seeing Emily, and I'm loving seeing how Christian is trying to manage that, but I question if that was the best move for his game this early.
Yeah,
Sacrifice him.
It's final,
but at the right time.
Exactly. It's the 3-2-1 vote is an incredible vote, but at the final 20, and now you burn a bridge with Angelina, you burn Ozzy, and now your two close people, at least in this group, are Stephanie, who has her issues, and Emily Flippin, who is just like an agent of chaos. Obviously, he's got other people. It seems like he's good with Cerise, he's obviously close with Rick Devens, so he should be able to maneuver back to some people. But you're gonna have this whole squad's gonna be singing your praises / saying Christian made a big move at the final. It's like you still have. I know there's only 9 episodes left, but you still got a lot of tribals to go. And I get wanting to separate maybe from the David versus Goliath trio, because if that 3 just stayed tight, that could be an issue. But to me, also, if you vote out like a Stephanie here, and then it's no, and I'm just saying, like, for Christian, I think it makes sense, because then Christian probably the obvious swing between like Ozzy and Emily, and then like Mike and Angelina, and then you maybe you flip over and vote out Angelina.
Is there a world where him getting rid of Mike does 2 things? One, it separates him from the David versus Goliath that everyone keeps saying. And I don't want to keep going back to White Lotus, but Christian is the one that said Ozzy's just vying for a spot on White Lotus. Is there a world where Christian sees the draw that we've been saying of like, people are going to cozy up to Mike White. They're going to want to work with Mike White. And that is an obstacle in Christian's way of wanting to get people to move with them. And so him eliminating that kind of removes that. So I think that those 2 reasons are really good reasons, but you're right. It really illuminates him as this very fiery, hot shot.
Well, yeah, if there's ever a time to make a move on Mike White, it would be a situation like this where you only need a couple people, because a lot of people are probably going to be cozying up to Mike. But also, Christian, if he's someone who's cool with Mike, maybe again, I see the concern about you move into the merge with that trio who just would have stuck together during the swap, but there's probably gonna be another swap one. And then if people want to cozy up to Mike, that probably could benefit Christian too, like Mike and Christian is a very likable duo that people want to play with.
But I feel like, again, given the White Lotus of it all, if that is a powerful duo that you want to work with, when people want to target people, normally they won't go after the big target. They'll want to peel somebody away. Like Ozzy wanted to peel Angelina away. And I feel like there could be a world where Christian could be what they call a lost shot, a casualty of Mike White. But I do think Mike White this episode, again, vying for Angelina to stay in that interesting way. But him with that Gabby situation, bringing that up of being like, you're playing the same game, in which I also feel like Christian recognizes and is like, because Mike White ain't lie, because what we're seeing of Emily is like, okay, Emily is showing you she gonna be flipping. And so, you can reel her in now, but like, look what happened with Gabby. And so that was just that for me. I was like, oh, Mike White.
It did seem like a bit of a sore spot that Mike kind of dug the knife into, but I also don't think he was wrong. I don't think he was wrong. Like you're caught up. Like Christian has a lot of people
caught up, got me feeling caught up. I don't know what it is that got me caught up. Got me feeling it, caught up. I don't wanna lose. Oh, I'm so caught up. Got me feeling it,
caught up. Losing control. This girl's got a hold on me. So caught up. Jaggery. No, don't Google it.
Oh, I was just checking my phone because
you always be doing something around these times, Jack.
No, I'm just making sure. I'm busy with work, man. I gotta make sure I'm not missing out on anything.
Right.
I don't want to get caught up.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. I mean, it's not Zach Brown. It's not Sweet, but it's not potato salad with raisins on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Just take a guess.
It's a woman, right?
It's not. Would
Oh,
you
it's
like
not?
another song?
Sure.
Be smart. Be smart.
When you're feeling your body, you found somebody who makes you change. Wait, put your hands up, Jack.
I was just checking the March Madness.
Yeah.
Let it go. Anything in the past, you wanna let it go. Been
In
there,
there, done it.
around.
Oh, Wendell.
Like all that. This is what I found.
This is some
your
real.
song.
This is kind of some R&B.
Everybody wants to
Be
be
alone.
alone. If you're touched by the words of these songs, baby, you got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. You got it bad. When you hey, babe.
No, you got it bad when you stuck in the
In
house.
the house,
You don't wanna
hang up.
Oh,
Is this off the new Jack Harlow album?
No,
I got to do it for you.
but they got a song with Monica.
You remind me of a girl.
Oh,
That I
I mean, I don't even know who sings that, to be honest with
see
you.
your face whenever I look at you.
You wouldn't
Couldn't
believe.
believe all of the things you put
Can I get multiple
me
choice?
through. This is why I just can't with you. All I know.
I know that song. Can I
They
get,
call me.
can I get multiple choice? I forget.
They call me U.S.
Hey.
H-E-R-A-Y-M-O-N-D. Now, baby, tell me what you
Tell me
want
what
to
you
do.
want to do. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm at my drop top.
I've heard
cruising
that
the
one
street.
too. I've heard that one too.
Do, 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 do.
I got a real pretty little daddy sitting next to me. A pool
love
anticipating good love.
Don't keep me waiting. I
I
got
got
plans.
put my hands in very consensual places.
Girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you
Take
to
to a place nice and quiet. Ain't no one else to interrupt. Ain't gotta. I just wanna take it
nice
and
slow.
slow.
Baby, tell me what you want to do to me.
Can I get like a multiple choice, maybe?
No,
Well, I know that one.
Did we cancel him so we can't do a feature?
Well, there will always my boo,
It's not like-
boo, my
Okay,
boo,
I have a
boo,
bit of a reach. It's not like it's not Neo, is it?
Oh, well, I mean, listen,
Someone
I
truly understand
and
how to
that
treat a man.
yeah.
This
This
is
The
what
more
what
songs
I
you
mean,
sing, I'm
like-
not just gonna know who it is. I know who the
But
songs are.
but truly, this is not his song. How to treat
this
a
Neo?
man. No, this is not Neo. This is
Yeah. If
this
you
is
made me the
Mario
remix.
Winans.
No, it's the remix. What?
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
was it a Marion the whole time or no?
No.
Okay.
No, we have to sing. You
It's
have to know this song, then, Jack. Yeah. No.
I'm saying I've
These
heard
are
a lot of these songs. I don't know
these
who
are
sings
my-
it.
And I'm thrown, and I don't know what to
What to
do.
do,
I just
but
gotta keep
keep
on
on.
doing
These
my
are my confessions. If
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
fall
say,
off.
you sing it with them.
Well,
You sing it.
singing.
damn near cried when I
And I
got
got the phone.
Oh, I'm so thrown. I don't know what to do but to keep on doing my confession.
No, this
I actually haven't heard. I haven't heard this one.
ever had to do. Okay.
I'll tell you, but that chick from part one, I told you I was
I was creeping with. She says she's pregnant and she's keeping it. First thing I think about is you.
Second thing I wanna know, is it mine or is it true? Third thing is me wishing that I never did what I did. Now I ain't ready for no kid, and bye-bye to my
These
relationship.
are my confessions. Just when I thought I said I was. Okay, Jack, here is your multiple choice.
Let it burn.
These are my confessions. Mario, Chris Brown, Usher, or Genuine?
Okay, it's not Chris Brown. I don't believe. I don't think it's Usher. I think it's Mario.
Is that your final answer?
That's the one I know the best. I'm trying to think about.
Final answer.
I'll go. I feel like I'm between Mario and Genuine. I'll go Genuine. Final answer.
Final answer. I believe one of the songs we sung goes, "They call me US HER."
Oh, I wasn't paying that much attention. Sorry.
It's Usher.
Usher, baby.
To the window.
That's Usher too?
He's on.
Wait, no, that's not Usher. That's
Usher, John, and Luda had to do it again.
That's Usher.
Yeah, I think
too?
with Usher, he was still, he was still pretty relevant when I was a lad. So I was thinking more of his newer stuff, where I didn't associate that old catalog with Usher.
Oh my goodness.
I was thinking OMG on Usher song.
Oh, well, that of course that's the song you would know.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Baby, let me love you now. Hey,
There's so many ways.
That would be the song Jack would know.
Yeah, I remember I was like 8 years old in the car, bumping that on the way home from the pool club. Come on now.
Jack, we would have never gotten to that song if we had 3 hours to do his songs. Okay, Brice and I would have
I
never.
believe that we're of a different generation.
Oh,
That is true.
Some of us are in our 20s, and
some of us are in our 30s.
Jack, you're in your 30s.
none of us are in our 30s. Me and Brice are in our 20s.
Okay.
And some of us are a little bit of a certain age, as Brice will say. So,
Well, y'all
any other takeaways? So I mean, who was this the best for on Vaatu? It didn't really work out so great for anybody, I feel like.
right.
Stephanie,
I guess she was in every conversation. I was impressed by that. Well, once Q got voted out, she came back with a vengeance. I mean,
I never liked him anyway.
he's canceling. Q wants to cancel Christmas. Stephanie's canceling another holiday. And she's playing a win.
You got to let her finish her sentence.
Yeah, her sentence didn't end the way that she thought it was supposed to. Do you think she'll use that excuse if she votes for? She's gonna tell Ozzy, I didn't write the name that I meant to write.
These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said out.
we're not going to talk about Stephanie's voting, okay?
Oh my!
I would have loved to see this tribe win the challenge just so that Stephanie could have had a couple drinks and see what she said.
Did y'all see the tweet where it said,
Just keep her away from wine.
Somebody said it was the first time somebody voted Democrat.
Oh, when she voted out Q.
When she voted Angelina, when they voted Q, they said this is the first time she voted Democrat.
Listen, y'all got to be stopped.
Yeah, the Twitters is hilarious this season. It's hilarious.
Stephanie be like, I didn't vote for Obama, but I did vote for Q. Oh, wait, no, she didn't vote for Q. She voted for
Angelina.
Never mind.
So listen, I enjoy Mike White on my screen, but the viewer in me this season, like, not sad that he's gone. I really feel like it kind of opens up some things. And so I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, he's Mike mother effing White. He'll be all right. You know, he did his thing. He played hard, but at the end of the day, he got stuff. He got to go back and that. I mean, if he had got voted out later, a lot of this White, they might have pushed back White Lotus. So
And yeah. And he said his experience on 50 not altered, but like definitely shaped the next season of White Lotus. So very curious to see what that
he's
looks
just
like.
gonna be someone who looks like Christian who's just gonna die or something.
Crazy. But again, not so much that happened this week. We kind of little but with a double tribal with two people with two tribes going to tribal council is for sure to shake up some things.
Yeah.
And the baby boys will be here to cover it. We appreciate y'all for watching, listening. Let us know in the comments what y'all think. Was it a good move? Was it not a good move? We'll be in Montreal and Ozzy will be in Dallas. Be safe, be cool. And Jack, take us out.
I mean, you just did an excellent job, but thanks for rocking with us. We'll see you guys next week. 2 tribals. I think even this Vatu tribe going to be interesting to see the fallout. So excited, and hopefully no other, hopefully no surprise celeb cameos next week.
Yes. Wendell? Okay, great. We'll see you on next week. When DC final Jerry Springer. Final thought.
Jerry Springer. Sound like Wendy.
I got nothing for you.
All right. We'll see y'all soon. Boy.
It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You better listen in public, might make your stomach hurt. Ooh. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to unwind, you better get that box wine. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to get your snack, you better hurry right back though. It's the Purple Pants. It's the Purple Pants.